way to get to the big tree that we need to cut out. Found two more down, two smaller ones that I got to cut up and get out of the trail too. I don't know about this one. It's going to take quite a bit of cutting and pushing to get it out of the way. Well, this is really a mess here. We got a tangle of grapevines and an old treetop. When I have a machine that doesn't operate like it's supposed to, I just want to throw it away or beat it up, destroy it somehow. Well, I've cranked on this chainsaw enough and it still won't start. So let's get to work. I'm certainly not a mechanic, but we've got to try to find out why this chainsaw won't start. And I can't see it if it is. Can you?
No.
You can check the spark plug on a chainsaw by hooking up the connector to the plug, placing the base of the plug against the cylinder head, and then cranking. A good plug should create a spark that's visible. This one didn't. The chainsaw wouldn't start after I'd shut it off, and I assumed I had it flooded. We gave it quite a bit of time, kept trying to start. It wouldn't. Took the spark plug out, and when I'd hook up the spark plug and crank it, it wouldn't show any spark. So we ordered overnight express some new spark plugs, and today I'm going to put that in and see if that was the problem. It looks like the new spark plug is the correct size and length and everything, so it should work. It's working. That's all that counts. All this cutting, we still haven't gotten down to the main tree we originally set out to cut. We're just about there though, another 100 feet. Maybe there's nothing blown down between here and there. These thorns play heck on your skin and your UTV tires also. Every time I use a chainsaw, I can't help but be reminded of my dad's cousin, who had been a logger his entire life, expert with a chainsaw. But after he retired, and he lived just a little ways from us, I was away at college, and he was trimming up a tree in his backyard, and the chain got in a bind somehow, and the kickback sent the chain back against his neck, and he had passed away before the ambulance could get there. So you can never be too careful when you're using a chainsaw. We're still terribly dry here at my place. The USDA drought monitor now shows us in the severe drought category. Pasture's pretty much gone, so I'm going to need to start feeding hay or range cubes or both this week. Once again, I'm really thankful to have this year-round spring supplying water to the cows down here at the creek place. You can hear how crunchy the grass is as one of the herd bulls eats some of what little pasture we have left. The spring calves are about 30 days away from going to market. Luckily, they still look in pretty decent shape. Traveling down the interstate last week, I passed some of our Amish neighbors traveling quite a bit slower than I was going, but I bet we both made it safely. I was certain that Judy's heifer was the last cow to calve this year about a month ago, but once again I was wrong. This was the surprise I found this morning. We came across this dried saddle mushroom in the fork of an elm tree down here at the creek place. Kind of an odd looking mushroom that's a pretty rare sight in this part of the world. I never get tired of exploring the inside of this old barn down at the creek place. It's just a beautiful job of engineering. I'm always amazed at the ingenuity of these old farmers that constructed these barns 100 years ago. This latch to close the door and keep it closed is at an angle so it slopes down, because when the wind blows outside, the vibration, if it's level, could work its way out. But this way, it always stays closed. Well, we got a lot of the brush cleared out of the trail from all the wind damage over the summer. Got our chainsaw worked on, got it running again, so that's a good thing. So let's call it a day.